Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field. We like that. Real quick shout out to our sponsor. Nope, no sponsors here. Fill that and give us money. Anyhow, moving straight into it today. Today we're going to be talking about a game that's been out for however long it's been out for. Who cares? It doesn't matter. But of course, we are talking about the one and only Eternal Strands. So, Eternal Strands, you can find this one on the Game Pass as this is. What can be said about this one? Well, man, this one's hard because right out of the gate, man, we were infatuated with this one. We wanted to really sink our teeth into it and enjoy it. And, no shit, within the first, 3 to 5 minutes, all right, even getting to, the first kind of aspect of seeing their interchanging of how they want to do their cutscenes as far as voice acting some of it and, script writing the rest of it or whatever, or just the old school kind of here's a character and their dialogue, okay, or here's an actually animated cutscene, kind of all over the place with that, all right, just initially out of the gate. And it's like, okay, we can look past that, we can get past that. Not a big deal, right? And while Eternal Strands, you can find it on the Game Pass as this is, all right, is maybe not for everyone in general. Like we said, we're infatuated with it out of the gate, all right? We looked aside from how it was presented as far as the opening presentation, cutscenes, everything like that, because the minute that you do first start getting your hands on with it, all right, this is where we were like, oh, this is going to be a fantastic play. It's a great thing. We're professional gamers. Our sign doesn't work anymore. We still need batteries. Whatever. But obviously we're professional fucking gamers. We got a fucking sign that, says it and stuff. We'll leave it right there. Don't worry about it. Man, the Eternal Strands, we're in it, wanting to enjoy it, wanting to play it. It's like finally getting the hands on, moving the avatar, controlling it. And we're like, hey, this is pretty fluid. This is looking great. Hey, look at us swing this little sword thing around. Holy shit. Some destructible environments. And that's where we thought we were going to be sold. We thought we were going to jump into it and be like, holy moly ravioli. This is the new title for us that we're going to kind of go through and sink our teeth into. Disclaimer, we haven't gone through and beaten this one or, really sunk our teeth into it. We'll tell you why. Don't! We're going to. We get to do whatever we want. Eternal Strands. Your first hands-on, impressive. The destructibility in the environment's impressive. We thought right out of the gate, this is already far superior than a lot of other titles that have hit the market and been released in states they are, as far as how their environment activity works between the avatar and the scenery and surrounding areas. Eternal Strands knocked it out of the park, from being able to chop and hack down trees to break shit, cut bushes, whatever. Phenomenal. Huge trees, knock parts off of them. The destructibility is phenomenal. Even the initial little kind of move sets that you have or what you have access to right out of the gate. Pretty phenomenal. But man, what happened, all right, is during the entire opening scene, whilst you're already kind of, hunting the buttons around and getting a feel for, what you're getting yourself into and everything and progressing with the, story, you go through that whole opening little section, man, and you get like 4 to 6 enemies, all right? And they make and it's not like it's on easy setting. It wasn't on the hardest setting. They're on just the normal one. But they made a huge deal out of these little fucking wolf bastards and stuff, like a bigger deal than they should have. Make it into a huge cutscene and, all that. It's like, okay, here, go fight a fucking little wolf dog thing, and okay? Now what? Well, now you're just gonna fucking walk around some more. What? Huh? What? Okay, well, alright. It's the intro, alright? They're just getting our whistles wet. Wetting our whistle, so that we can, continue with the Eternal Strands game. there you go. And then you get maybe like, another little dog thing that you fight somewhere. You like hop over a wall or something, okay? And then it's like, okay, here's a big dragon you gotta fucking fight. Oh, just kidding. You don't gotta fight him. You win. It's like, what? What the fuck do you mean we win? No, we're trying to fight a fucking dragon. Respawn us so we can kick this motherfucker's ass. No, man, you won. What the fuck do you mean you won? You guys gave us a trophy for fucking for nothing? It doesn't make no goddamn sense. Okay. So we get through the fucking intro. And all right, that's pretty good. I guess we got 4 to 6 enemies under our belt. Okay. Real fun. Great job. So then, we're back at camp and our fucking owl den mother, hurt their fucking wing or some shit, because of course you live amongst fucking furries and shit. So you got owl den mother, fucking hurt its wing because the evil fog got on it and shit. And it's like, okay, we'll be the head owl den mother now. Well, you're not even a fucking owl. It's like, here, use some ice wall magic to fucking put out this fucking shitty fire. Okay. Oh, well, what the fuck? What the fuck? The thing fell off so fast that we don't even know if it's worth picking back up and returning to, man. The entire opening section, like we said, 4 to 6 enemies and such, and then like an auto progression that just kicks in, man. Then you pick up, for some beast people, man. Another thing too. You're presented these dialogue options, okay? Like it's gonna be some, Pillars of Eternity type, hoopla doopla. And, all of a sudden, you get to pick for some beast people to fuck or not. It's like, what the hell? You want my input on, or you want me to fucking tell these fucking furries to maybe go get a room and have their ways with each others and shit? What the fuck kind of game is this? We wanted to go in there and fucking wield some sword shit, and we saw the gameplay going, and, everything was working smooth, and it really was the lack of enemies that made us start thinking, like, who the fuck is this game made for? It wasn't fucking made for us. No fucking way. They took everything that was decently workable from titles like God of War 2016-18, whatever the fuck. Okay, the over-the-shoulder or third-person view perspective going into a little arena base with 1 or 2 enemy type. Not even the enemy type. 1 or 2 enemies. That's the issue. 1 or 2 enemies, all right, in a little arena thing, and then, they make a big deal out of it. And, maybe entirely on us. Maybe we should just go back and put it on the super hardest setting and go through again. But, something tells us that there's still going to be an auto progression somewhere or another that's going to kick us through over, or probably, it would be way too hard for us. And we aren't that kind of gamer. We aren't that good. But we'll tell you what we're better than. This fucking chopped bullshit that was fucking put on the Game Pass plate for us to ingest and be grateful or thankful for that it's on the service, because really, whilst it's a pretty game, whilst we loves the control and the potential for combat and everything like that is there, this game runs into the entire same problem that so many other games run into, and that is that they miss the mark of who exactly they're trying to make it for, or what they're trying to do with it. Because there's no way in fuck that the people who were working on the story were talking wholeheartedly with the people who were making the gameplay. Because the gameplay's good. The level design is good. The character design is fine. The special effects in the game, all that shit, the programming's fantastic. But that fucking storyline is fucking dumb as shit. It's got to be one of the most ridiculous opening anythings in such a while that's so just generically blanketed across the entire fucking intro, man. Some fucking misty fog. Oh, you can't go in that part of the map. It fucking hurts you. Wow, man. If only we've, we would be even more impressed if we hadn't seen it 100 fucking times over. All right? And this game falls into the exact same category as fucking Forspoken. The gameplay itself is good. The graphics are good. All that shit's good. But some disconnect lies between trying to incorporate all of the shit that's been designed gameplay-wise into the fucking story, and it fucks up the entire release, because no one wants to play the shitty fucking gameplay enough to get through the shittier fucking story. And if the gameplay doesn't offer enough, even if you like the story, you're not going to want to do the other. You're hitting 2 fucking enemy types now. It might pick up. It might get super fucking better in the fucking middle. Maybe if we had told those fucking beast furry creatures to go ahead and go fuck each other in the back room while we're fucking trying to set up our bullshit camp or whatever the fuck, that hasn't been done in any other game before. Fucking, why are all these concepts and designs in that, man? The core controls, the core gameplay, the core everything's there. They just fucked it up with everything else that they added to it. And yeah, it's unfortunate, man. Right in the wheelhouse of shit like Forspoken, to where you can't sit through the story because the other, and then the gameplay gets to be so elementary in its fantastic offerings, because Forspoken gameplay is really good. The fighting and the control and all that is really good. But it's the repetition in it and the limited offerings of the environment, world, and story that fail to keep that connection to the player, at least to this player here. Now, granted, we're just some old school rock and rollers, all right? But man, there's a disconnect between the actual story to this one and the gameplay, just like the, kind of Forspoken game and a plethora of other games that are out there that do the entirely same thing. Fail to deliver because the studio that is working on it cannot find a manager savvy enough to realize that this shit ain't working with this shit. So you guys are either fucking taking games that are already in the process of being worked and made and stuff like that and throwing a story to it to stick it there, or you're taking a story that's there and trying to incorporate gameplay into the fucking chapters of it. And either way, there's a huge disconnect and it don't work too well. We love aspects of it. It might open up. We ain't even going to delete it right off the bat. So this is our first thoughts and impressions, because we might very well put this one back on. But you know what we're having a hard time making ourselves do? Put this one back on. So, benefit of the doubt that it opens up, but for us to find out or experience or anything like that, if it does, we'll just, that's to be determined, or TBD for to be determined. Eternal Strands, what can we say about this one? Well, it gets a good old-fashioned O for opens up, and we might check it out, but I don't think we will. I don't know, we might not. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Give us money. Have a good one, you probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't.